I'm gonna throttle up. I think if we could land there, we'd be perfect. But like, what way would that be? Be that way. See if I can just get us to move in that direction a little bit. I don't want to do it too much though. There, we're moving over that way anyway. Can't tell from the map where we're going to land. So we're looking pretty good, so I'm going to hang up our point of deceleration here and we're going to throttle up. Just a little. So the shadow should be under us when we do see it. Alright, I want to be pretty much going straight down here. We're actually coming down pretty nice. Alright. So we're going to ditch this stage, so it's half our descent velocity. Alright, get rid of it. This will give us a good gauge of how far down it is. Right, perfect. Alright, so I just need to adjust. This could be good, this could be good. No! Oh god, we've fallen over again. Okay, so this is why we brought this, so can it actually help us? We need to... Holy crap! Holy crap! That thing is amazing. That really helped a lot. Okay, so does it go? If we recover it, we get 40 science. So we're gonna keep it there, because the plan is to take this back. 100 science. Holy crap! Yeah, keep it there. And where's our little gizmos? Oh, they're below there. Yeah, so oh, that's not. Yeah, apparently that's no use. Because we've got no vac. There's no atmosphere. Good. 32 science if we bring it back. Ho ho ho. Oh, that's good. Right, so we've done it. We've landed. We've figured out if we do land on our sides, all we need is a reaction wheel. So this basically means we can do this now. We can come back, because we're going to recover these pods, we're going to recover this. It means we don't have to bring them next time. So we can ditch this, this and this. We'll have a pod up here with our Kerbal. We'll ditch these two parachutes and we'll just have a parachute on the top of the pod, and we'll have a separator so that I can lose all the extra weight. So we'll just have the Kerbal with all his dirt that he's picked up. And same design, we'll have an engine with fuel obviously, and landing gear and a reaction wheel, and we should be able to return. So right, we've almost got a full tank. Right, this is it. This is the big one. Can we get this damn thing back to Kerbin? So it is time to take off, and we're gonna attempt to get into orbit around 1. I'm gonna go for a pretty low trajectory here. That's just because I wanna get this thing moving. So this is the problem. We are, we're losing fuel. Like, we've only just taken off and we're already quite a chunk has been used. So we need to get into orbit. Then we need to get this thing out of orbit and towards Kerbin. But if we can do that, we should be okay. But like, look at this. Look how fast this fuel's going down. Ooh, and this has to get a Kerbal back. We're not stranding a Kerbal out here. Okay, we need to get this thing to orbit. Come on. Right, actually, we're going to stop there because we're going to fast forward and do our maneuver out here because it'll be slightly more efficient. And we'll push that out to about 160 there, that's fine. So, right. It might be just really blooming close. I don't know if we can actually get this thing back. So it's a 6-second burn, that's good, not too much. But still, 6 seconds is a reasonably long amount of time. But the further we can get away from the moon, the less burn time we're going to need to do maneuvers. Because like this is the bit, basically right now is the bit where we're going to be burning the most fuel. It's taken off from the gravitational effects. Further we get away, less effects. Which should mean, that if we can get this thing out to that 160 odd meters, I think I might actually aim for 200, then we'll actually be able to do a very small maneuver which will maybe get us back to Kerbin. So we're going to push this out to 200. Bingo. Okay, so we're now under half fuel. Whoa. So we're going to do it. We're going to do our burn now, or are we going to wait? Because it might not be the optimum time to do our burn. I don't think it really matters though, so let's take this out. Oh, look at that. So that's a 10-second burn though. Oof. But I think it might be what we have to do. Can we burn for 10 seconds? I think we can burn for 10 seconds. I need the most minimum burn to do this. Right. Okay. Find our target again. It feels so sluggish without the reaction wheel on. I think it'd be a little bit too responsive if the reaction was on though. But that reaction wheel saved my ass. Awesome. Right, so we need to go for force forward for 36 minutes. And then we're going to do the least amount of burning we can to get ourselves in orbit Kerbin, and then hopefully from there we'll return. I think we can do it. Like, I think I've got enough fuel. I really do think I've got enough fuel. Alright. So we're a little bit off our mark. Let's just line it back up. I want this to be as efficient as possible. Get rid of this and throttle up. Okay, simple. We can see things are happening. Things are happening. So we're waiting until the very moment when we get off orbit and Kerbin. Come on. Come on. You know you wanna. Burn at minimum, so it's got to be a longer burn. Alright, I'm gonna accelerate a bit more because I'm getting bored. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, I feel like I'm wasting so much fuel. Come on. Why is it taking so long? How much fuel we got left? It feels like it's taking way too long. I feel like we should have already hit it. And I'm still burning, which is not good. Let's test. Let's see what would happen if we keep burning. Like, are we just about there, or are we having trouble? Right, we're just about there. Let's go for it. Come on, give me it. Right, there we go. That puts us on our burn current, so. Fuel supply. Oof, we're doing it, we're doing it. It's alright. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. And we're going to be the perfect place actually to do our deorbit burn here. Come on. Yeah, so we simply need to reverse. That's all we need to do. And this will slow us down. And I think it'll be a pretty small burn. I'm not even going to put a marker down. Alright, so we're facing back there we're going. So Kerbin's over there. We are going around backwards. And I'm going to bring this from 2 million. Was it actually almost 3 million? Almost 3 million meters. I'm going to bring it down so that, like, look at it move. Look at that. Look, like, we're basically using no fuel to do this maneuver. It's freaking awesome. Okay, so we're just going to bring this down until it's in the atmosphere. Let's just check fuel levels. It's looking good. Alright. So I just want this to be in the atmosphere. Does it really matter where? Ocean might be safest place to land. So all I want to do is definitely be in the atmosphere. That is probably perfect. So we have enough fuel to make a burn, don't we? So we can use it as a D. I'm going to burn it just to make sure. I'm going to bring us down to like 30,000. That's definitely in the atmosphere and definitely will stop us and will definitely return. So we've done that with that much fuel. So we're going to have, we should have I think, because we won't have this, we won't have this, we won't have this. We won't have these big heavy parachutes. We'll have the reaction wheel. And we'll have a Kerbal on top. And the thing is, a Kerbal pod might weigh more than all this, so it might be a bit tricky. But I think the theory is sound. I think. Alright, so we're closing on Kerbin. Let's just face backwards, so that reaction wheel on. Whoa, I love that. God, if there was a Kerbin on here, you'd be being sick right now. It is really not usable with that thing on. Oh yeah, we should maybe take some temperature readings and things. Might be worthwhile. Looks like we're going to come down near the crater though, which is sweet. So, let's take some more regions. Still in a vacuum, so no use. Temperature. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll keep the switch off. I don't want to overwrite our moon data. So yeah, we're gonna come down nice and smooth. I'm gonna switch off the SAS because the engine should pull us in straight in true, I think, because it's the big heavy part. It looks like we're not going to be landing at the crater at all, actually. Instead, we're coming over the desert. We should start hitting atmosphere very soon. Yeah, we're now entering the atmosphere. Appears to be all okay. Yeah, look at this, our heavy engine means that we're going to end up pointing perfectly. Alright, so we're hitting atmos. So it looks like I'm just gonna burn the rest of my fuel off because I think landing anywhere in here is perfect. It looks relatively smooth. Let's keep a little bit of fuel just in case we need a little bit of deceleration when it comes to landing. Now our viewpoints come across well. We're burning like crazy into the atmosphere. It's all smooth. Oh, we are coming down very shallow angle. We're not at. Yeah, it looks at the moment like we might overshoot and go, and then have that goddamn mountain range. We don't want to use up that engine. I think keeping this little bit of fuel just for de-accelerating, I think is wise. So it's looking good. Looking really good, actually. Look how fast we're going now, 1,300. But as soon as we start hitting some thick atmosphere, that will change dramatically. But yeah, it does look like we're going to land at a freaking mountain range. How long have we been burning for? Jeez. We have been burning for a long time. We're actually down at 17,000 meters and we're still on fire. How the hell are we still on fire? We still have a heck of a lot of velocity as well. but it's half now from what it was. So there we go. It's looking beautiful down there. So we're still slowing down, even though we haven't deployed our parachute. So I'm just gonna keep leaving it to slow down itself. We're down to 10,000 meters. I think we'll come down to about 200 meters a second, but actually nah, we're gonna parachutes, and they should easily be able to slow us down. We'll get the gear down, so that we're gonna be perfectly ready for this. This is it though. This means we can actually send our Kerbal to the moon. It's doable. Our prototype has worked. Not just that, our prototype has given us a ton of science. Well, if it doesn't explode when it gets to the surface. We're down at 4,000 meters. Our descent velocity is slowing and slowing. Just waiting for these parachutes to fully deploy. And hopefully not to like rip everything off. The amount of science that's on this ship right now, and I haven't transmitted any of it. Thank God. No ripping or for the parachutes, no. So where was it? I could just see our shadow down there. So let's go down. We have actually landed in a relatively flat area. Well, when I say landed, we're gonna land in a relatively flat area. Okay. 1,200. Alright, we're coming down at 5 meters a second, so there's not really much point, but let's just add a little bit of thrust. Yeah, just have a nice touchdown. There we go. We've done it. We have freaking done it. So we are going to go to the Space Center. And we're going to send out our Kerbal recovery team. Our crack recovery team who are going to head out to the desert and recover the Moonlander prototype number 2. Holy shit. Wow. Materials study 100 science, temperature 32, mystery goo 40, mystery goo 20. And recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of the moon 30. Wow. That just for recovering the vessel that went to the moon. That is freaking awesome. That's amazing. Right. So we're gonna get out of there, we're gonna get this loaded up and see what kind of science we can potentially go for now. So really, what are we needing? I do want this, like the extra solar panels I think will be useful, but they're not really a necessity. Like the solar panels we have right now, they do our power resources really well. This is extremely useful for making like miniature probes and things. And the miniature probes are very good because they're so light, they can have these tiny little engines and they can actually get really far on them once you get them out into deep space. So these are possible, but then the problem is I'm going to have to then attach mystery goo, I'm going to have to attach all the science equipment, and the thing is that may end up weighing them down too much to make them very useful. But nonetheless, I could like load up a rocket with like 3 or 4 probes, because I can put them on with these little decouplers. So I can set up like 3 or 4 probes that I can send to a planet with a lot of moons, and then split them apart, send them all off to different moons, and they can end up with giving me an absolute ton of data. We don't need this. Yeah, none of that. I really would love some of this. Like really, the RCS will definitely become useful at some point. It isn't useful for me now. This engine here, I don't actually know if that's useful to me at all. I do kind of need some of this stuff actually. I need the big decoupler. I do need that. Yeah, big decoupler would be good. These adapter pieces as well are just extremely useful. Structural fuselage, good for planes. Not really much for space. We could get some aerodynamic stuff, which actually would give us jet engines. So we could make a plane, but I don't know if you get much science from that. This, our little inline advanced stabilizer, so what I think was advanced SAS, this is what I like. This little probe body, I love that. Because you can attach all the science stuff right around it. You can attach solar panels around it. It's a nice shape. You can even put a parachute on the top. And like if I go with that and say like the miniature probe stuff, we could be looking at something really cool. Though I am very curious about this, because I'm guessing this, because it's grayed out, I can't see what it is. I'm guessing you have to get one of these, and then that maybe would then lead to unlocking that. So I'm very tempted to get this. So this would be 90 science. This would be 90 science. This would be 90. No, this would be 160 science. I think I've got to get this just to see if it does unlock this, and lets me see what the heck it is. Okay, it has. Ooh. Skipper. Ooh. The smaller sibling of the mainsail. The skipper's power rivals that of large cities. Combined high thrust with reasonable. You know that's pretty epic, man. That is really epic. Like having a big ass engine that can get me higher. Freaking tempted. How much is it? 160. And I have 166 right now. I think. Well, yeah. I think we definitely need the big decoupler. We could have these attached to the side of a ship, but I really do think we need a big decoupler so that we can do nice vertical ones. And these adapters will just come in so handy as well. So I am going to kick that. Oh, what we got here? What do we have here? Storage container, adapter. What? Wait. FLT base fuselage. I don't know what that is. No, I think it's just other adapters that go. Oh. Holy crap. Holy crap, docking ports. Holy crap, that could be very useful. Oh, there's some very useful stuff in there. Ooh. Advanced SAS module. Lander can. That could be super useful. Like if we go to the moon and actually, we could actually drive around and stuff. A big command pod. Very, very useful. What the heck? Oh wait, I thought that was like a second mystery gear or something. So it's just a motor propellant tank. RCS tank. Ooh yeah, that parachute actually is very useful too. Damn it! There's like a ton of new stuff to get. So we definitely want that. So that's 160. We definitely want that. Because this means we can make like miniature probes and we can send them all over the place. Which would definitely get us a ton of science. But I'm a bit wary if they're actually going to be that useful, because we need to have a probe, we need to have like one of these fuel tanks, one of these engines, then we need solar panels, we need science equipment, a transmitter. Like all of that is pretty heavy once it all adds up. This puppy means we can get further up into the atmosphere using less fuel. This gives us a whole bunch of new lander stuff, which is very good, because the current stuff is just too thin. Like landing the lander can on the moon would be a far more stable device, so that's cool. Special construction, which isn't really that useful, but the docking ports could be. We could do like Apollo style landings where we actually go down and drop an actual kind of eagle onto the surface, and then it actually comes back up and docks with another thing to actually take it back. So yeah, I think we're going to have to go for the rocketry stuff next. So get that. Maybe that. Yeah, I think probably that, then that. I don't know about that. Maybe. But oh, I'm so excited.